Hey everybody, today we need to talk about something serious, the risk of a recession and what it means for real people. Top economists like Mark Zandi are warning us, and it's not just about the stock market, it's about families, stability, and survival. When the economy gets tough, the most vulnerable are hit hardest, sometimes losing their homes, their security, and their hope. So today let's look at the groups most at risk of homelessness when times get tough. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about low-income families. These are the people who are often working incredibly hard, sometimes juggling 2 or even 3 jobs just to keep the lights on and food on the table. Despite their efforts, they're constantly worried about how to make ends meet. And the stress is visible in their daily lives. Every dollar is stretched to its absolute limit. They're counting coins, checking wallets, and picking up extra shifts whenever possible. Even with all this effort, making rent each month can feel like a race against time, and there's rarely anything left over for emergencies or even small comforts. For these families, one unexpected expense, a sudden car breakdown, a medical bill, or even just a few lost hours at work can be catastrophic. It's not just an inconvenience, it can mean the difference between having a home and losing it, between putting food on the table and going hungry. There's no savings buffer, no safety net to catch them when they fall. Their bank accounts are often empty, and the idea of saving for the future feels like a distant dream. When a recession hits, it's not just a drizzle, it's a hurricane that sweeps away any sense of stability. The financial storm hits hardest for those who have the least, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. Eviction notices can arrive with little warning, and families may find themselves packing up their lives overnight. Many end up living in cars, motels, or temporary shelters, doing whatever they can to stay together and keep hope alive. The impact on children is especially heartbreaking. School, friendships, and any sense of safety can vanish in an instant. Kids may struggle to focus in class, feel isolated from their peers, and carry the weight of uncertainty every day. It's a cycle that's nearly impossible to break. The stress and instability can follow families for generations, making it harder and harder to climb out of poverty. These families are on the front lines, fighting the hardest battle with the fewest resources. Their resilience is remarkable, but the challenges they face are immense, and the support they need is greater than ever. Next, let's talk about single parents. Every day, they wake up knowing that every responsibility, every challenge, and every decision rests squarely on their shoulders. There's no one to tag in when things get tough, no backup when exhaustion sets in. They're juggling everything: work, childcare, bills, and household chores, completely on their own. The to-do list never ends, and the pressure to provide is relentless. If they lose their job, that's 100% of the household income gone in an instant. There's no second paycheck to fall back on, no safety net at home. Childcare costs don't go down, and the rent is still due every month, no matter what. Groceries, utilities, and school supplies keep adding up, even when money stops coming in. With no partner to help, the pressure is crushing. The emotional toll is just as heavy as the financial one, and the feeling of being alone can be overwhelming. Looking for work while caring for kids is nearly impossible without support. Every job application, every interview has to be squeezed in between school runs, meals, and bedtime stories. Many end up moving in with relatives, hoping for a little stability and a roof over their heads, even if it means giving up their independence. Or, if that's not possible, they may face the harsh reality of shelters, or even living in their car, trying to keep their children safe and warm. The stress is immense, and the children feel it too. Kids pick up on their parents' worry, and it can affect their sense of security and well-being. Single parents are heroes, doing the work of 2 people every single day. But even heroes need help, and no one should have to face these challenges alone. In a recession, single parents are among the first to fall through the cracks. Their struggles are often invisible, but their resilience is extraordinary. We must remember to support them, now more than ever. Now, let's talk about young adults aging out of foster care. Every year, thousands of teenagers turn 18 and suddenly find themselves facing adulthood without the support most of us take for granted. For these young people, the transition is abrupt and often overwhelming. At 18, they're suddenly on their own. No family to call for advice, little money to fall back on, and no stable place to live. Many have to pack up their few belongings and leave foster homes, sometimes with nowhere to go. The sense of uncertainty can be crushing. Entry-level jobs disappear first in a recession, and landlords are wary of renting to young people with no credit or income. Even when jobs are available, they're often low-paying and unstable, making it nearly impossible to afford rent or basic necessities. The odds are stacked against them from the start. The safety nets are full of holes, and many end up homeless within a couple of years. Without a reliable support system, it's easy to fall through the cracks. Some sleep in shelters, others on friends' couches, and too many end up on the streets exposed to danger and uncertainty. They're forced into constant instability, not for adventure, but just to survive. Every day is a struggle to find food, shelter, and safety. Instead of planning for their future, they're focused on making it through the night. It's a tragic loss of potential. These young people have dreams and talents, but without support, many never get the chance to pursue them. The cycle of instability can last for years, affecting their health, education, and well-being. We have to do better for them. By providing guidance, resources, and a sense of belonging, we can help these youth build brighter futures and break the cycle of hardship. Their success is our responsibility. People with disabilities face unique challenges that a recession can turn into a crisis. Accessible, affordable housing is rare, and jobs with needed accommodations are often the first to go. Biases make it even harder to get hired, and government support programs are often cut during downturns. For many, losing housing means losing the adapted environment they need to live safely. It's not just a loss of home, it's a loss of independence and dignity. The system needs to protect, not abandon, them. Seniors on fixed incomes are especially vulnerable. Their social security or pension doesn't rise with inflation, but the cost of everything else does. Every month, the gap between what they have and what they need grows. Many are forced to choose between medication, food, and rent. A sudden rent hike or medical emergency can push them out of homes they've lived in for decades. Our elders deserve security, not a struggle for survival. Unemployment is the most direct fallout of a recession. One day you have a job, the next you're laid off, and the bills don't stop. Unemployment benefits rarely cover everything, and savings disappear fast. The stress and shame of job loss can be overwhelming, and the job market is flooded with competition. Even a few months without work can spiral into homelessness. It's a reminder of how close many of us are to the edge. No one is immune. Immigrants and refugees show incredible courage, but face huge obstacles: language barriers, unrecognized credentials, and no support network. They often work in industries hit hardest by recession and are the first to lose jobs. Many can't access government assistance, and fear of deportation keeps them from seeking help. They're left vulnerable to exploitation and homelessness, isolated and alone. They came seeking a dream, but can end up in a nightmare. We need to do better by them. Veterans have served our country, but too many struggle when they return home. Military skills don't always translate to civilian jobs, and many face PTSD or other challenges. In a recession, jobs are scarce and support systems are stretched thin. The risk of homelessness rises, and the cycle of unemployment and mental health struggles can be devastating. These heroes deserve more than a fight for survival. No veteran should be without a home. LGBTQ+ youth are overrepresented among the homeless, often because of family rejection. Coming out can mean losing their home and support system overnight. On the streets, they face higher risks of violence, discrimination, and exploitation. During a recession, resources dry up, and intolerance can rise, making things even harder. They're just looking for acceptance and safety. No young person should have to choose between being themselves and having a home. We must stand with them. People with chronic illnesses are at critical risk when the economy falters. Their lives depend on expensive, ongoing medical care, often tied to employment. Losing a job means losing health insurance, and the cost of medication can be overwhelming. Even with a job, illness can make full-time work impossible, reducing income further. Medical debt piles up, and eventually they're forced to choose between treatment and rent. No one should lose their home because they're fighting to stay alive. Our system shouldn't bankrupt people for being sick. These aren't just statistics, they're our neighbors, friends, and family. A recession is a human crisis, not just an economic one. If this video made you think, please subscribe and join our community. We need to talk about the realities behind the headlines and look out for each other. Compassion and awareness are the first steps to change. Be kind, be aware, and let's be part of the solution. Thanks for watching. See you next time.